Welcome to Montez at Midday, being brought to you by title sponsor St. Louis Organics, located at 8088 Watson Road. How is everyone doing today? What up, good people? How we doing today? It is Make It Happen Monday. I got Willie with me. Me and Willie up in here today. Hope everyone had a great weekend. How's your bracket? All right. Got high fives in the building? Chest bump? Let's hug it out. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the boiler man, Matt, the engineer. Happy birthday to my dude, Matt. Happy birthday to you, my man. If you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. If you had a kid over the weekend, congratulations. If you got married over the weekend, it's about damn time. But there it is right there for sure. Let's get to our affirmations of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you, and laugh. Those are great words to live by right there. That could get the day going and the week going as we're getting real close to opening day of baseball season here. I mean, that is just baseball season. The anticipation of the start of it is something else. You have people making plans like they're going on vacation. Really do. So this ought to be a lot of fun as we get prepared and get settled in to do the damn thing for sure. What's up, Robert? What's going on, boss? What's going on with you? Robert OKC in the building, checking out the show. Thank you for show. Always for sure. Thank you, Mickey, my brother from Washington State for sure, already in the building. And my man Robert from OKC is checking in as well. All participating people are right here where they need to be enjoying the show for sure. If it's your first time tuning in, you can always visit the website at www.dremontez.com. Get a list of the sponsors there as well as on here. If you're in position to do some marketing and advertising, we do have some inventory available for you for our upcoming news show that we're about to start called Fair or Foul, a podcast with a baseball prop. That'll be a lot of fun as we're getting ready to do that for sure. It is definitely that time of the year that we have to talk about, most importantly, I guess, tax season. You guys ready to do your taxes yet? Have you done your taxes yet? Huh? Have you done your taxes yet? Huh? Unlimited taxes and more. You filed the unlimited way. Call 844-563-1040. That's 844-563-1040. Get that taken care of today. Don't say Dre didn't try to help you out now. Or you can stop at their location at 709 North Euclid for sure. What up, good people? Already. All right. Well, start a little late today due to what's going on in the NFL. Lamar Jackson wants out. Lamar Jackson posted on Twitter today, right before I was about to start the show, as the NFL meetings are going on. So you can imagine how the Baltimore Ravens front office feels. Is it a bad thing to represent yourself? I mean, it's only 3% to have an agent. So he's not the only athlete that doesn't have an agent, but the fact that a lot of people are bringing it up is that a mitigating circumstance to the situation and what's going on. What is a fair amount for an NFL quarterback with his, I guess, with his skill set? What is fair? Was 175 million guaranteed? Was that Was that in the ballpark? I know he wants a little bit more than that, but I'm hearing from different circles, throughout the NFL on what teams really want to throw their hat into the Lamar Jackson fire. I'm hearing one team in particular this morning, again, on a little delay. I'm hearing the Indianapolis Colts. I'm hearing the Colts that Lamar Jackson could be going to the Colts. And with that offensive line, with that offensive skill set, going into the draft, free agency, okay. Okay, but I don't see Jim Irsay paying that amount of money. So I'm wondering, to set the standard as an NFL quarterback at a rate of pay, that's a difficult thing. I mean, I bitched and complained about Patrick Mahomes getting all that money. I mean, $500 million. Come on, that's $500 million. And we as fans and in the media, the first thing they go through when you're not performing up to the standard, they talk about the money. Look at Russell Wilson. Look what happened with Russell Wilson in Denver this year. I'm a Bronco fan. So that was one of the first things they brought up. Age and money. With Lamar Jackson being 26 years old, he pretty much has the league in his hands. The quarterback situation and the running back situation is the most two disturbing things in NFL to me. The quarterbacks that have gotten the bag, and we sit back and look at it and say, what? How? What have they done? And we know NFL contracts are basically based on what you've done before and what we expect you to do. You're not getting paid for what you've done. Now, when you renegotiate your contract, okay, then we go there. It's that first contract that you have, probably your first two contracts that you have in the NFL, in your quarterback or running back, they're probably not the best, depending on what you bring to. I mean, if you're really, really good and you believe in yourself and the team is winning, you go to the playoffs, you go to the Super Bowl, you win the Super Bowl, lose the Super Bowl. All those things are factors when it comes to the table sitting down. I wish someone would really just sit down with the owners and just say, what do you want to pay me? Can we just figure this out? How much you want to give me? Is 175 enough to pay for an NFL quarterback guaranteed? $175 million guaranteed. What Deshaun Watson pulled off in Cleveland with that guaranteed money, considering the circumstances, what Patrick Mahomes pulled off with the Kansas City Football Chiefs, that is a factor. Those two contracts is what is ruining Lamar Jackson happiness. It's not his fault. It's just like in baseball, Tim Raines and Ricky Henderson. The worst thing ever happened in baseball. Them two were in the league at the same time. In baseball, they know what to do. That's where they're at right now with Lamar Jackson. They don't know how to handle this situation on what to do because he's in the middle of two of the biggest contracts. And considering that the quarterback in New York got the bag too, I'm at a loss. We pay a lot of money for left tackles. Okay. We pay a lot of money for receivers. Okay. And defensive players. But when it comes to the quarterback and the running back, there's always an issue. But you want to win. I know Lamar gets hurt a lot. I get that. He gets hurt a lot. That's part of the game. You're going to get hurt. You're going to play through the ups and downs. All that is a part of the game. But when it comes to you recognizing your own value, sticking to it, that's some deep, heavy shit. He knows his value. I'm wondering how long this is going to go on. I mean, we still got the Aaron Rodgers situation. Is he going to the Jets? Jets? When's it going to happen? What is the situation? What's the holdup? What if that shift? What if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Colts and Lamar Jackson goes to the Jets? Okay. I can work with that. They both have interesting situations going on. What Aaron Rodgers has done throughout the NFL is something to be looked at. But at the same damn time, I'm kind of fed up with Aaron Rodgers' BS. He should have won more. Green Bay should have won to more Super Bowls than that. If he's that good, they've had everything: offensive line, defense, running back, receivers, special teams, coaching. They've had it. So if you look at the scenario a little bit closer, I think it's a little bit more on Aaron Rodgers' fault. But I'm wondering where these two are going to end up. That Jet scenario looks real good for Aaron Rodgers, but what if it flips and switches? But again, right before I came on with a little delay, I'm talking to my buddy in Baltimore, and he's telling me that he's hearing that the Colts could be doing something with Lamar Jackson. But we started late today due to that little breaking news. All right. How is your college basketball bracket doing? Interesting Final Four we have here. 3 of the teams never been here before in school history. There are no McDonald's All-Americans in the Final Four. So basically, not one television analyst got any picks right. It's just like with baseball. When they pick out who's going to go to the playoffs or win a division or win the World Series and nobody has these teams, I crack the fuck up. But the fact that all these guys and women, they have all this data, all this information. Some of them used to play, some of them used to coach. Nobody had these 4 teams. Nobody had these 4 teams. I had Gonzaga in one bracket and I had Alabama in another. That's it. On the women's side, I have Iowa State. I have Iowa and I have South Carolina. That's it. But I didn't see the performance that these kids are having and the story that is going along with this. It makes perfectly good sense that the story that's going along with these institutions and these young athletes that are coming in balling out. But the fact that there are no McDonald's All-Americans, there's no 1 seed, there's no 3 seed. This just goes to show you when that tournament starts, everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance to do their thing, shine the light, do what they got to do, the whole 9. And when it comes up to that point of you seeing and hearing about what these kids have been through, and then you see they win the game, you say to yourself, okay, well, that was going to happen. And then the coaches, how these guys have not given up on the fact. And on the women's side, too, in the women's basketball tournament, just some interesting stories that I love. Not just like a Disney story, but it's good to just see these stories and on what it took for them to get there. And then they're finally there. This is really, truly a one shining moment we're about to get. I know that's the CBS theme for the March Madness tournament, but in all actuality, I think that's where it's at right there. It definitely is for sure right there in that spot, in that moment when it comes to March Madness. Anybody has a shot. You go out here with some heart and some control. I think there've probably only been 2 blowouts the whole tournament so far, only 2 blowouts. But the rest, they've all have been some great, great games. It's probably been one of the best March Madness I've watched from the men and women's side from quite some time. Years past, you can obviously see there was a dominant team that was just going to go through the bracket with no problem. This is probably the first year where I don't see it. Everybody has a shot. Everybody has an opportunity here to do something special for their school and university. But at the same time, I'm looking at the March Madness. I'm looking at the officiating. Some games, they've let them play. Other games, they've been ticky-tacky on the calls. You can say what you will on the San Diego State Creighton game. Was that a foul? Do you call that foul at that time? I know his hand was on his hip. But in the moment, was that the right call to make? And I'm looking at some of these officiating calls that have happened in the tournament. And again, there have been some games they've let them play, and then other games they're not They're calling everything. So I'm wondering how the NCAA is attacking the officiating when it comes to this game. I haven't heard any reports. I know what we've seen. I've listened to every pregame and postgame show, and they're talking about the officiating, especially on True TV. They were talking about it on there. At some point, we know there's a foul on every play. We know that. But at the same time, you have some games where they're letting them play, like get their issue off. Like early in the tournament, that Duke game, they were letting them play. They were letting them ball out. Just get it over with. Let's go. And then some games, they're like calling everything, no matter how meticulous it may seem to us. I don't think that was the right call to make, but that was still a good game. Wow. What a Final Four. I don't think nobody bracket had these teams. Nobody. I haven't looked at the online brackets that are for free that people have been doing and putting up. I haven't seen any of those statistics on the breakdown of who's doing what and all that. But wow, what a Final Four we have set up. All right, guys, we're going to take a little break here and come right back with some more conversation and concerns, of course, as we're moving right along here. Take a little break. Word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Get your scrub on. Go to Mountain Man Scrub. They're good for your hands, feet, elbows, and tattoos. Bring that 4K resolution back today for you. Again, we're going to take a short break here from Mountain Man Scrub. Be right back. Smoke them if you got them.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
What up, good folks? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dre Montez. We talked about Lamar Jackson. Should he stay? Where's he going to? And we also talked about March Madness. Well, baseball is almost here. Chewing tobacco again. Not a good thing. I stopped chewing when I play ball. When I quit playing ball, but all right. Have you ever put yourself in a situation and you think about it afterwards and you're questioning the decision? You're questioning how it started. You're questioning your own character. And you're questioning what it all means. And you have to have a talk with yourself, like on what the issue is, on what's going on. Believing in something, understanding something, and getting to it. I have not been involved in a racist situation in a long time. At 52 years old, everything I've been through, I just think it was a culmination of things that I let build up, but didn't know it. But again, we have the best answers after the fact. In the heat of the moment, we don't. Not my character, not who I am. But at the same time, if you believe in something, what are you supposed to do? If you believe in something and you're defending it, what are you supposed to do when you're challenged with that belief? And again, I'm not saying I handled it the best way. Thinking about it now, I'm more pissed off that I put myself in that situation. It's not about me, not about me at all. And that's the moment that I had to realize it. But when we put ourselves in situations when we believe in something, it's it's a little different. I mean, I think everybody has dealt with adversity or a situation. Everybody has, whether it's a racist thing or a political thing or a debate. It don't matter. I think everyone has been challenged at one point. It's up to you how you handle it. And I look at all the tools, all the resources. Yes, I've been in anger management 25 weeks. And all of that shit went out the window. Like I'm still trying to come together and understand what I put myself into. How did I get there? And how do we move forward? What do we do? I'm having a hard time with that. I'm having a hard time what I let happen and how to move forward. I'm at a loss. I listen to so many people. People tell me things. I have great conversations with people. I've calmed people down from situations, but I don't know how I let that escalate to there. And again, I would like to apologize. It was 100% my fault. I had control of it and I let it go. So I'm telling you, 100% I take full responsibility for my actions. And there is no other way to explain it. It's my fault. I take 100% responsibility for that. So it's it's more than being real with yourself. It's knowing yourself to understand when you have to say you fucked up. My bad. The next time, well, there will never be a next time. I believe in something that doesn't concern me. I'm just going to keep it moving. It didn't concern me, but it bothered me. And I shouldn't have done what I did. None of that should have happened. And I'm apologizing for my behavior, if anything. But again, what is Lamar Jackson going to do? If you're Lamar Jackson, what if he ends up staying in Baltimore? What if he holds out? I mean, the whole TV and internet is going nuts right now because the NFL is doing their meetings right now. And then Lamar Jackson made that tweet today about on March 2nd. He told them, look, here's why I stand. We go through this every year with a sports athlete. Demanding money, want this type of contract. But I think there's more coming his way because he's doing this himself, him and his mom, which I don't think there's no problem with it. If you don't want to pay 3% for an agent, oh well. Oh well. Do you? You know more about you and what you want than anybody else. So I feel you on that. But at the same time, I still haven't heard what is the number that he wants. I don't know if it's 300 million. The more money athletes get paid, more criticism. I wish they didn't tell us how much money they got made. I really did. I really would like that. If we know how much athletes are worth, how much they get paid, they should let everybody know how much everybody else make in the world. We should know how much you make, and let's criticize you. If everybody knew how much money you made, how would you act? How would you feel? how 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 would you feel if you knew that? If everybody knew. You definitely right. You definitely right, Mikey. My bad. You definitely right. You definitely right on that one. Anytime there's breaking news, like right before the show that is in my interest, sometimes there will be a little delay. There will be a little delay. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But today there definitely had to be one when I saw that. Lamar Jackson, what? He said, what? Not a Baltimore fan, but I've been a big fan of him since the days of Louisville. From Louisville. Different type of player, but I want to know how much money he wants out there for sure. I really do. All right, one more question. Have you guys all watched Swarm yet? Have you watched Swarm yet? Donald Glover's 7-episode series. Have you seen it yet? If you have not seen this series yet, please, please. It is very interesting. Very interesting. I got that to put out there for you. Check out Swarm. And I also want you to check out that Reggie Jackson documentary. Wow. The things I didn't know about Reggie Jackson, I found out from that documentary, just like, wow. I love when I watch a documentary and they tell me things I did not know about the person. And I especially love documentaries when the person who the documentary is about is in the documentary. There have been documentaries I watch where the person is not in there. It's somebody else making a documentary about somebody. I said this before. Who do you want to tell your story? Who do you want to tell your story? But this Reggie Jackson documentary, it's on Prime as well as Swarm. Check it out. It is, if you're with baseball season slowly approaching, I'm telling you, this is something to watch. This is more than what we're going to be doing all week, looking at the weather, because everybody wants to know what's the weather going to be like opening day. I think one of the funniest opening days ever was the year we opened up against the Cubs. It was on ESPN, and it rained. I think everybody that went to that game was drunk. There were people throwing up on each other. I swear to God, that was one of the funniest, most entertaining opening days I've ever witnessed and was a part of. I couldn't believe my eyes what I was seeing at the time. I was like, did that lady just throw up on her husband? And then he threw up on her. You put the Cardinals and Cubs game on ESPN at 7 o'clock at night. Okay. And it rained earlier that day. So it was a game delay. Oh my God. That was one of the funniest, most entertaining opening days that I witnessed. But opening day is just fun. It's like a national holiday. Everybody is there. The stories, the music, the food, the setups in the parking lot, the tailgating is off the chain. It's going to be very entertaining for sure. And I will let you guys know about the parking lot situations. And for the people that are looking for rides to the game, I will definitely be sharing that information with you for probably on Wednesday's show. I'll do that for you as well. But wow. Can't believe we're getting this close. We're that close to baseball season. First time ever, I didn't wear any Cardinal gear once the season ended. Usually I throw a Cardinal shirt on here and there, but I put all my shirts aside. But we're breaking them out come Thursday. We're breaking them out Thursday. Again, sorry for the late delay today, but we were following what's going on with Lamar Jackson. I'm intrigued about that in more ways than one. So, again, a great, phenomenal weekend. Phenomenal weekend, as always. Weekend's always great. How's your bracket? That could probably start an argument today at work. So, you got to be careful on the people you talk to about the bracket situation for sure. As I said, check out the website. Visit it today for your own pleasure, if you will, at www.dremontez.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. Hello, Instagram. Who's to Blame the podcast, as well as YouTube, Dre Montez. And also, you can check out our TikTok videos. We've got a few up there at Dre Montez 63. You can check it out for sure. All righty, it's been a pleasure. Again, thank you for the birthday shout-outs to my son. Again, he appreciated it. Thank you. It was fun kicking it with him. And also, happy birthday to the Boiler Man. Happy birthday to my dude, Matt. All right, good people. It's been fun. It's been pleasurable. Sorry for the late delay today, but I was working. I was watching. Well, I'm listening to it now. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Lamar Jackson's situation. But until the next time, kids, have a great day. And as they say in the hood, I'll holler at you later. Peace. All right, and we out. Montez at midday. Montez at midday. I'm gonna talk to you.